I don't want everybody involved, so I've told him he'd have just one member. Come on, it won't be that painful. One shift. Get your picture in the Gazette.
Terrific.
Well...
All right, if nobody else wants to do it, I suppose it'll have to be me.
Well, my mum will probably...
do it, I don't mind.
You'll all want to do it, eh? Good.
Well, I've got a way of settling it.
Yes?
1, 2, 3.
So, what's the verdict? Who do I get?
The best.
Maggie.
No.
Numero uno. PJ.
What? Tony, after an exhaustive ballot supervised by myself, it's been decided that you should experience the pleasure of a day in the life
Sergeant
of
Tom Croydon.
Senior Constable Nick Schultz.
Great. Yeah, great. So, what do you got for this ace reporter then, eh?
Right. This is where we make our tea and coffee.
No, serious, come on. What's it like when you have to arrest someone that you know, or when you think you have to shoot someone because they're coming at you? You know, what's the personal cost to you?
That's all off to you?
Hey, PJ, I'm
milk's
doing
off,
the
Dash.
meat list for the barbecue.
Yes, I love those Italian spicy sausages,
Yes.
mate. Make sure they're Italian.
More milk.
I
You've
dropped
got a
milk
girlfriend, you've got a girlfriend, de
yesterday.
facto, anything. I want another person's side. I want to present you as a human being, not just as a uniform.
Well, I'm a human being, good enough for you. Before you get to milk, do you want to go restock the form cupboard because we're running low on forms, and that'd be a disaster if we run out. We would have anything to fill out.
Why am I being punished?
What's the first thing you think of when you see a dead body?
I'm glad it's not me.
Excuse me, boss, I'm going to bring my own.
Not those rancid veggie things.
What's wrong with them?
They go against the whole idea and tradition of barbecues. Isn't that right, Tony? A barbecue is for the burning and consumption of meat.
Okay, look, all right, enough of the boring stuff. I mean, what are you working on now, you guys? When do we get to go out on the road and, you know, burn some rubber and stuff?
Well, there's lots to do before we get to that point because we've got to make sure everything is ship-shape around here first. Isn't that right, Constable Cooper?
Yeah.
We've got to check our dates because we don't want to look like a goose when we write out a
It's the
ticket.
10th today. The 10th
Hello,
is today.
Thomas Police Station, Constable Cooper
Right,
speaking.
so it is.
Why? What's wrong?
Yeah.
Is that date significant?
PJ.
Oh, mate, it could be, and I very nearly let it slip. You see that book up there, mate? That's the running sheet. Who's doing what? This is another very important book, the brief book. It's a current list of current prosecutions and arrests. It belongs over here in the cupboard because everything has its place, and there's a place for everything. Isn't that right, Constable McKinley?
Supposed to be.
Good on you. And this is another very interesting book here, mate. Absent Property Owners Book. All the people who are away on holidays. Lots of people are always away on holidays, mate.
There you go. Now, where do you go for holidays?
The police don't go on holidays, Tony. We work 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year, protecting the Mount Thomas community. Ha! But the Tev Chickanovas are back because I saw their bin out yesterday morning when I went for my early morning jog, so we'll cross them off the list. But you know, you're lucky, Mr. Timms. We've got a whole book of empty houses to check up on.
Excuse me, T-bone or porterhouse?
Nothing.
What, you on a diet?
No, mate, I won't be going tonight.
Why not?
It's the second Tuesday of the month.
The property cage, Tony, inventory of which must be kept fully up to date. Isn't that right, Constable Cooper? I'll show it to you.
Hang on, I was told that it was compulsory.
Careless of me to forget, mate. The cells are down this way.
What's your excuse?
Anyone in there?
No, which is
Give us an
unfortunate because you'll miss out on
excuse,
seeing them
Wolfie.
being cleaned, although I could organise something. Yeah, just some
Hey,
stuff, just some stuff. When there is someone in there, Mr. Timms, we have to give them
What
breakfast, and that can be a
stuff?
lot of fun,
Has
mate.
anyone ever escaped?
Just some personal stuff.
Yourselves?
What is the point of someone trying to escape? Where would they go, mate? There's nowhere to escape to. This is Mount Thomas.
You got a second, Sergeant?
Hey, listen to this. Mr. Nigel Redrup has donated to the Mount Thomas Museum a photograph taken in 1919 by his grandfather, Mr. Leslie Redrup, formerly of Widgery East, of a parsnip which measured 6'4" from top to tip. God, can you imagine that?
Unbelievable. Look, I was just talking to a mate of mine in the city, and he reckons that we're going to be downsized.
Really?
Apparently we're on the list.
Yeah, well, we've been on the list for ages. Don't worry about it.
You know about it, do you?
Yeah, look, you're always on the list because everything's always under review. It's a permanent condition. Don't worry about it. It doesn't mean a thing. Anyway, before they can do anything, they would have to send in a review team. Now, did your mate say anything about a review panel?
I didn't mention anything about a review.
Well, there you are. We're on the list, that's all.
All right, just thought you'd want to know.
God, can you imagine a parsnip the same height as Schultz?
Actually, Timsy, you've bummed out, mate. I've got a big day tomorrow. I'm off to the Senior Citizen Centre, home security chat. Good food, mate, I tell you. Swiss roll, lamingtons, rainbow cake.
Tell me something honestly, Schultz. Is this what you've always wanted to do?
Well, pump petrol.
PJ, you were right. There is a review team actually on its way.
What, today?
Yeah, they left Melbourne this morning. They'll be here any minute.
This morning?
Yes. I don't know what happened to the notification. Must have got lost in the mail or something. Now, you know what that means, don't you? I want everybody to look extremely busy. I want these shiny pants to think that Mount Thomas is the crime capital of Australia, the world. Understood?
Boss, what about Nick?
He's trying to bore the pants off Tony Timms.
How you going?
Good.
Is it silly brother of yours?
Yeah, he's good.
Good on him.
Mount Thomas Station to Mount Thomas 208 on local.
208, go ahead. What is it? What's happening? I remember.
How's it going, Senior Constable Schultz?
Very well, I think Mr. Timms is getting the picture.
Ask me if anything's happening anywhere else.
All right.
You're making it very interesting for him, I trust, Senior?
Oh, my word, I am. We've just filled the car with petrol and I'm about to check the tyre pressure.
Senior, there's been a bit of a development which could affect future staffing.
That sounds exciting.
So perhaps you should review your present course of action. We're expecting a couple of heavy characters who could be dangerous, so take all precautions.
Sergeant Crone's a little busy at the moment.
You want me to pull the film and come back?
No, on no account
sorry.
approach. Received that
Would you like
208?
a tea or a coffee?
No, we had some on the way down.
I think it was coffee anyway.
Might need some backup. Better get onto some
Oh,
David.
Sergeant Croy.
Tom Croy.
Don Davidson.
Don, how are you?
Don Watson.
Don, there you go. Look,
reviewing the stolen
I'll introduce you around
car.
later.
Sorry.
Come on in. We're bit busy at the moment. Look, I'll be right with you. I just need to, if Nick comes back, fill him in fast. And for God's sake, don't let Tim's anywhere near these geese.
What did he mean, dangerous characters? What is it all about?
I've no idea, Timsy.
Shouldn't we get back there or if something's happening?
Calm down, mate. We'll find you some excitement. I promise, Timsy. Hey, Timsy. What's this for a bit of form, mate? Reverend Peters, how are you, sir? Just take care. There's a bit of hay on the road there. Have a nice day. Mate, you should have taken a picture.
I think I might wait for something a bit more exciting, Nick. Can I ask a really, really stupid question?
Well, it wouldn't be the first, would it?
Why don't we just shift that off the road?
Well, mate, you want to see some police work,
I
don't you?
do, Nick. Okay. This guy's sending a serial killer or a person.
You right there, Timsy?
I'm fine.
Go on.
Constable Schultz,
Eh?
what are your dreams? What are your ambitions?
Timsy.
Yeah, a few bickies wouldn't go astray.
Where were we?
We were talking about efficiency.
Yes, in response to the inspector's observation that, well, it seemed curious while the population of the district was actually falling, the crime rate apparently was rising. You said it must be some sort of statistical anomaly.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. There are lies, damned lies, and statistics.
Well, actually, the chief's pretty keen on demographics, Tom.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he is, but you can see the point I'm making. I mean, we can't just rely on the population figures to determine how many members we need here.
We don't. There's a formula.
You have to look at what's actually going on. I mean, Mount Thomas is not like anywhere else. I need every member I've got, and if there's any suggestion of
There's
downside...
no suggestion of anything yet, Tom. All we're doing is compiling a report. Relax. By the way, how's the ticker?
Hey, Tony! Tony, squeezed anything out of him, mate?
Like interviewing a clan, we're working on it. We're getting
You've
better.
got to try the multicultural angle. You see, he's a crowd. Now, us wogs have got to stick together, mate.
I'm not a wog, mate. You're a wog.
Hang on. Is something happening? Something happening?
Just the usual. That's fine.
All right. Hey, listen, Nick, are you a German?
I was born in Australia, mate, but my dad migrated.
All right, so he was born in Germany.
From South Australia. Of course he came from Germany. What's the point of that? What do you want to know for?
Yeah, what was this?
Oh, the 50s before I was born.
The Snowy River scheme.
Well, hang on, Nick, you were born in 63, right? You were the youngest, so he was in his 40s. 40s when you were born, right? Okay.
Well, if I can detach myself from the human dictaphone here, I'll be
got some
good.
visitors.
Born in the
Yeah.
20s, which
Visitors.
would make him... He was 19 at the start of World War II, is that right? 19.
Melbourne?
World War II.
Yeah, your dad up, is he?
Yeah.
Just wait a sec. What are you talking about? Wait. Are you asking me whether my dad was a Nazi? Is that what you want to know? Well, check the cheek in this guy. What, you think he gave us scopolamine for breakfast? Mate, I thought this story was about me.
Oh, calm down,
Typical
Nick. It's
Victorian police
background.
member.
It's background.
Mate, whatever my father did, he was following orders.
We've
Just
got
leave
a
it
code
alone.
970 in
Oi,
progress.
loose lips sink ships.
Hey, hey,
mate.
hey.
970.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Something
Something's
happening
happening. It's
Yeah.
970. I'll be with you a moment, Mr. Pearl.
What is a code
It's
970?
serious,
What's that?
Tony, it's very
Hey,
serious.
Merv, what are you doing?
I'm sick of it. I warned them.
Get this stuff off the counter.
I told them, I said, if they do it again, I'd go to the police. And look at this. None of it's mine. There's sardine cans, there's cigarette butts, there's old pizza, marinara.
Oh, no, I can smell it.
Well, I don't eat
I
marinara.
don't care. Put it back in the bag.
No.
Move?
Make them do it, it's theirs.
Who?
Those slobs next door, they think they can just dump their stuff in my bin. There's a law against that, I
Mr.
told
I
them.
don't think there is a law against that. We've got an administrative special event.
Well, I'm ignoring you, Merv. You're not here until you clean this rubbish up, all right? Go on, do it.
Okay, but on the understanding that you do something about it.
Inspector,
Who's the senior
we've got to... Something is going to get
I'm
burnt.
sorry,
Is there a
Sergeant,
fire?
but
No.
I've been put to the end of my tether.
Clean it up, get it off the counter. I don't want the place smelling like a tip.
That
Schultz, deal with this elsewhere. Pronto.
Not only do they put stuff in my bin, but they toss their junk over my back fence.
How can you tell?
Listen, son, I know every piece in this yard. That's good material and it's carefully graded. There's no rubbish amongst it.
Okay, all right. Sorry.
Do you know these guys, Merv?
Ah, they're not from round here. Moved in a couple of months ago. No hopers. Wouldn't work in an iron lung. Sleep all day and drink beer all night. They look like crims to me. You should check them up on your computer.
Well, you've been keeping an eye on them, have you, Merv?
Oh, I got a lot of valuable stuff out here. You know what these junkies are like.
Like, junkies? What makes you think they're junkies? You found
You
needles?
can smell it. It comes drifting over the fence. I warned them about that too. And the bloody drumming, it never stops. It drives me mad. Hey, you hear that? He's at it again.
Well, we'll go have a chat to them, Mr. Poole. Okay, yeah, keep it the police the best policy. Yeah. Sir, my name's Senior Constable Nicholas Schultz from Mount Thomas Police. Are you the occupier of this dwelling?
Yeah, that's correct.
What's your name?
Glenn Cumming.
Mr. Cumming, we've had a complaint from other residents in the street about someone from this house using other people's bins.
What?
Is this the silly old bugger next door?
You live here too, do you?
Has he been complaining, has he?
What's your name, mate?
Rowan Doomer.
Rowan Doomer.
You really went to you guys about this? I don't believe it.
He also made a complaint about someone from this house throwing rubbish over the fence into his backyard.
That's crap. Have you seen his backyard? He's just got it in for us. Trying to get rid of us. Thinks he owns the joint.
Something?
Yeah, we can see you too, mate.
So there's no need to aggravate the situation. We're just trying to sort it out.
Look, he's the one aggravating it.
Hey, wouldn't that be a civil offence anyway? Throwing stuff over a fence?
You've done a bit of law, have you there, Glenn?
High school legal studies?
High school. Well, there you go. That's very good. Well, as a matter of fact, mate, you're right. It is a civil offence, but you see, we in the Mount Thomas Police, we like to get a complaint and try and sort it out amongst the community.
Fair enough. It's cool. We won't put anything else in these bloody bins, all right?
Yeah. Okay, well, thanks very much for your assistance, and I'll let you get back to your room.
All right, thank you.
All sorted out for you, Mr. Poole? That's the way I like it, mate. No arrests, no violence. Oh, mate, what's up? You don't look happy, eh?
Oh, well, I was just hoping to get a bit of action, wasn't I? I mean, those guys weren't even junkies, were they?
No.
I still haven't got a decent story. I'll be better off covering the bloody Mount Thomas bake-off or something.
Oh, now, mate, that thing can get very ugly at times.
Tell me something. I mean, is this all you do?
Do you know, Timsy, I might actually have a crime-free day for a change. Well, that was a fine morning's policing.
Listen, there's something that you need to know before you do anything
Lunch
else.
orders, that's what I need to know. Who's doing it?
Yeah, I'm doing it. What are you going to say, mate? You're fighting a losing battle against the rising tide of crime or something like that, mate?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys have such an easy time.
Honestly. Showed him the caring side of our profession.
Oh, yeah, sure.
What, she want me, do you? She wants me?
Yeah.
So nice, she want to speak to me?
Yeah.
What's it about?
Love to.
Life?
Something we've been trying to tell you all morning.
You can't do without me.
You can't, really. There's a review team up here from Melbourne, and the boss wants us to put a review team. They got here this morning, and the boss wants us to put on a good show. Because if they think that we're having it easy, they're going to downsize the station, basically.
Talk about cushy. I mean, where's the crime in this town? Where's the crime? We didn't even issue a traffic notice. I tell you what, this has to be the most overstaffed, underworked police station in the entire state. Look, I told you before, this is not a PR exercise. I came here with certain expectations. I mean, not unreasonable ones, I would have thought. But the way things are going out there this morning, I may as well be in bloody Disneyland.
Stick with it. He's still got half a shift to go. I mean, something's bound to happen. You know what it's like? Everything's quiet, nothing's happening, and all of a sudden, bang, up it goes. It must be the same for reporters. I mean, you couldn't just make up stuff to fill the paper, could you?
Well, someone should have told me earlier.
Oh, we tried. We couldn't get it through to you.
So where did he get the idea that we're all slackers, mate?
Come on.
Yeah, I'm the one who's going to get the push. Thanks very much.
What have you been saying to him, Nick?
Mate, we were all joking with him, weren't
Senior. We didn't get a chance before. Don Davidson.
Nick Schultz.
Don Watson.
Don, how are you? Nick Schultz.
Busy day?
Well, you know, average sort of day.
So why don't you grab a bite, Tony, and we'll take it from there?
Oh, well, actually, we were wondering where to get something to eat.
Hello, hello. We haven't met. Tony Timms, Mount Thomas Gazette. Pleased to meet you.
I see.
Listen, I'm going out for a bite. Maybe we could go together. What are you from the city? Are you visiting
Tony, it's
town?
all right. I'll look after these gentlemen. Senior, can I have a word with you, please?
Well, later, OK? Listen, I'm going for a burger. Do you want something?
Just a bucket load of dimmies, thanks, mate.
OK, fix me up later.
Yep, absolutely.
Inspector, there's a good little Malaysian place.
Well, there's some pizza
I'll
up
be
the road.
taking the officers down to the Imperial. It's all right.
Hello, Mrs. Clegg. Nice to see you.
Is Constable Schultz in?
I don't care. I'm not interested. I just want you to fix it. Look, somehow he's got the impression that we're a bunch of slackers and this station's overstaffed. If those jokers out there get the same impression, then we won't be a happy little family around here for very much longer.
It's not my fault. I didn't know.
Well, you know now. I practically had to beg Timsy to stay on for the rest of the day. Now, I want him to see some real policing, some action.
Well, nothing's happening out there.
Well, make it happen. Be creative. I want him to think this is the crime capital of Australia.
I know how I'd deal with it. I'd give him a good kick up the bum. It's what some of those young people understand. But I don't suppose they allow kicking now.
Not officially, no.
Do they still teach it?
You're right.
Sorry Nick, I need to talk to you.
Come this way, Mrs. Clegg. Just sit down. How can we help you today, huh?
Blanche Moore hasn't put a sponge cake in for the bake-off. Now, she's always so regular. I wondered if you see her, could you remind her? Hope nothing's happened to her.
Who's this?
Blanche Moore. We might have a missing woman. Gotta check it out. Come on. Get Tim's in.
Yeah. So, how long's she been missing?
We don't know if she is missing, Tony. We're gonna find out.
Righto.
Timsy, have you ever seen a dead body that's melted into a mattress?
No.
Well, mate, some bodies, they can go off very quickly.
Really?
And the smell, mate. Once you've smelled it, it stays with you for months.
What? Well, do you think she's dead?
Maybe.
What, murdered?
It happens, Tony. Can you smell something? Miss Moore? Blanche? I don't see anyone in there, Timsy, do you?
No.
That's it then. Come on, let's go.
No, come on. You gotta smash the door down and have a look inside. See what's there.
Mate, you never smash the door down. Only do that when it's absolutely necessary. Let's go.
But you said there's a dead body inside.
I said maybe. Now, did you see anyone in there?
Well, no, but you can hardly tell from here.
Well, come on.
No, Nick, you've got to get inside. Have a look for clues, evidence, you know?
Timsy,
What?
never jump to conclusions, mate. One step at a time, clear thought, clear passage through to conclusion. That's what we in the Victorian Police recommend. Come on, mate, let's go.
Well, why are we stopping here?
We might have a lead, mate. You'd better wait in the car.
Yeah, righto.
Mount Thomas Station to Mount Thomas 208 on local.
Hey, Nick. Nick.
Mount Thomas Station receiving.
Hello. Yeah, can you just hang on a sec?
Who's that?
Out. Nick.
Yes, mate.
Yeah. There's a call for you on the radio in the car.
Right, good, thanks. Very much.
You're welcome.
How'd you go?
Well, Blanche Moore works there. I thought they might know where she is.
And did they?
No.
Do you actually know this woman personally, do you?
The shop assistant? The girl in there?
No, Blanche Moore.
Oh, Miss Moore? No, mate, not at all. I mean, no one really knows, mate. She's a woman of some mystery.
It's not an investigation, a mystery if you ask me.
Mate, that's what life's all about. Lots of mysteries. Got to solve them. Man Thomas 208 to Man Thomas Station. You were calling?
208, we're just after a sit rep.
I was code 5 checking the residence of the woman reported missing. No person home. Making further inquiries regarding this matter.
Got that. Would you like us to contact search and rescue?
Negative on the search and rescue. It's too soon to call those boys in. Over.
You didn't mention the lingerie shop.
No, mate, I didn't. No point, mate. Dead end.
Right. That mushroom risotto really hit the spot.
Yeah, well, I've
It's
never
actually
tried
quite
it,
possible
sir,
she is missing.
Who was it again?
Blanche Moore from Cobden Street.
Yeah, all right, keep me informed. McKinley, could you bring the brief book in, please?
Mushroom risotto.
Yeah, hope they weren't the magic mushies from Lily's Creek, eh?
Hey, has anyone seen the brief book?
Hey, it should be there somewhere.
I know it should be here, Adam, but it's not.
Listen, it must be there.
There
It
was
was
there because I saw it before.
What are you doing, McKinley? They're waiting for
No,
it.
I'm sorry, I can't find the brief book. Got it.
Here she
What's
is.
it doing over there? What idiot put it there? Why can't people put things back in their proper place? Don't just stand around like a pack of gawks. Do something.
Thanks very much.
I just thought I'd kill two birds with one stone there, Timothy. Police radio, any messages there?
No.
Good man, thanks for keeping an eye on it. Puts you right in the picture, eh?
Well, I would have rather have come inside with you.
Oh, mate, if you wanted something, you should have said it.
No. Is this normal, is it? I mean, you know, doing your shopping on duty.
Well, mate, it was an emergency.
Well, how'd you go? Did you find anything out or not?
Well, she was a regular there. Wasn't there today, wasn't there yesterday.
Well, so you normally go to the supermarket to look for missing people, eh?
I go there, mate. You go there, don't you?
Yeah.
It's the one place in town everyone goes to.
I suppose so.
Oh, mate. We've got our ways.
No, I understand that, Mrs. McClintock, but we're in the middle of a search. No, we don't get cats out of trees anymore. That's a bit of a...
We've checked out the area, no sign.
Tell them to keep looking.
I received that
we'll go on to
908.
Mount Thomas Police, Sergeant Croydon
Maybe
speaking.
you should widen
Good
the
on you.
search
No,
and check the bushland behind the house.
McKinley, what are you... I thought you were with Cooper.
Yeah, I am lost. We just haven't actually got to the house yet.
Why are you ringing in?
Because you wanted to look busy.
Yes, thank you for that information, madam. We'll get somebody out to you as soon as there's a patrol car free. Yes, bye-bye. Madness out there.
Madness.
So, you're on? Do you want to do it?
Nice romantic dinner and something special for dessert. Sure, why not? Who could resist you?
Yeah, do you want to do me a favour and just cover for me, pal? Just wait there, thanks, Tony. B for Blanche, M for Moore, that's her name. Any medication that might affect the doctor?
Blanche Moore. Yes, that rings a bit of a bell. She's, blonde, isn't she? She's about 35 and got, big lips.
No, I think you've got the wrong person.
No, I think I remember her perfectly. I'm going to go and check out the patient's medical records and I'll get back to you.
Well, thanks for that, Doctor.
Hey, Zoe.
Hello, Tony.
Hello there, Zoe. Blanche Moore, what sort of medication is she actually on?
Well, Tony, I can't discuss a patient's private medical
Wait,
record.
but she is a patient.
Excuse me.
Now, isn't that funny? Why did I get the impression that Blanche Moore was an old lady?
I don't know, mate.
Because I'm getting an altogether different picture now.
Look, this is a very, delicate matter, Jimsy, and I'm making discreet inquiries.
You wouldn't be trying to hide something from me, would you, Nick? 35, big lips. After all, you blokes get all the opportunities, don't you?
Oh, no, mate, you've got it all wrong.
Oh, I've got it all wrong, have I? Listen, mate. You might be a cop, but I'm a journalist. I've got a bit of a nose for this sort of things, mate. Now, you can't hide it from me.
Hide what?
You and Blanche Moore.
What?
There's something going on between you two, isn't there?
No.
Don't try and deny it, Nick, because whatever it is, I will find out about it.
How'd you go? Did you come up with anything?
Nothing. We checked with the neighbours, those who were home anyway, and not a thing.
I tell you what, it's a bit weird, though.
I think we need some assistance if we're going to do more.
Oh, boss, should we contact search and rescue?
No. Let's see if we can handle it ourselves first. These press clippings, sir, they should give you a bit of an idea of the sort of profile we have in the district.
Well, if you get out there, you're right in the middle of the state forest. Well, apparently she's on some sort of medication. We've been checking it out.
Have we?
Oh, yeah.
Well, sort of, yeah. Well, Zoe Hamilton's checking out the outpatient's records at the hospital.
It's a great story. It's very interesting. Lots of layers to it, isn't it, right? I mean, more to it than meets the eye.
I'll just pop this over here.
Sure.
Yes?
Schultz, this is hardly the time to be doing your shopping.
Yeah, I'll just pop it in the locker. It'll be all right.
So, finding things a bit livelier, Tony?
Getting very interesting now. This Blanche Moore, she's a bit of a mystery one, you know. Apparently she's very attractive. Sells lingerie or sold lingerie. I mean, Nick knows.
McKinley?
Boss.
Now, I know Bernice Moore, and there are those Moores that live up by the school. Yeah. This name ring any bells? Blanche Moore?
35, blonde, big lips, very attractive. Sells lingerie.
No, she must be new.
Schultz?
Yes?
Blanche Moore.
Yeah?
Describe her.
I can't give an actual description. She's short. Shortish.
I thought you knew her.
Well, I know of her. I know her. Leela knows her. They're very good friends. They're very good cooking friends. Apparently, Blanche has won the sponge bake cake-off, 5 years running.
A photo would help. Yeah. At least we'd know what we were looking for.
Hey. Listen, the Gazette would have a picture. I mean, we cover the bake-off every year. Bound to be a photo.
Yeah, good idea.
Give him a call.
Blanche? Oh, yes, marvellous girl. Very creative. She has the lightest touch. Her sponges almost float away. Now, if you ever want a lesson in folding in the flour...
Oh, good, thank you. But can you describe her for us?
Oh, lovely-looking girl, but tall. Unusually tall.
How old would you say she'd be?
Oh, not as old as me.
70s? 60s?
Do you mind?
Sorry.
I wouldn't put her past old late 40s. Very well preserved. Lovely legs. A dancer, I think. Or a singer. Musicals, anyway. Oh, and her husband, Gustav. Never let you call him Gus. Always had to be Gustav. Anyway, he died, poor man. Fell out of a tree while he was pruning. Liquid amber. Oh, Chris, I will just have one more, if you don't mind. Thanks, love. Join me.
Oh, thank you, but no, I couldn't. You can't tell us anything else about her, can you?
Well, not really. Except she always has a cake in the bake-off. Never misses. I just know something's happened.
Schultz said she was short. Now you're telling me that Leela reckons she was tall.
Well, she was already well on the way.
And nothing from the neighbours?
Nope.
No, Leela said she's a very private person.
Excuse me, Tom. We're just going for a bit of a tour around town.
Yeah, righto, Don. Yeah, you don't need me to come with you, do you?
No, we're right, thanks, Tom. Just wanting to get a sense of the place.
Good,
How are you going with the missing woman?
Yeah, we're narrowing it down.
Good. Well, we'll be back a bit later then.
OK. I'm beginning to wonder about this Blanche Moore.
Tony's managed to dig up a photograph of the winner.
Oh, great. It's going to look really fantastic if we circulate this. We are beginning to look stupid. Look, I want some real progress made on this,
Cooper. Tony.
Thanks.
Cooper, McKinley, get back out to Moore's place and check it properly this time.
We've just been out there.
There's no one there.
That's right. Talk to the neighbours.
But we did talk to the neighbours.
Talk to them again. This time, don't come back without a decent description.
Ron, don't even worry about it.
Yes, boys.
Want something done about it?
What are you bringing it here for? Shouldn't you be picking up rubbish up the highway?
Look at this.
It's chopped, man.
The old bloke next door, look what he did.
Must have landed on something sharp.
Right, you lying old bastard.
Hey, pal, just count yourself lucky I threw it back at all.
Hey, look, that's it. I don't care what happened to the football. But I'm tired of this sort of rubbish, all right? So just pull it in. Stop it. Ends here. You understand that? You understand? You pull your head in, Merv. Because you could be receiving a summons for willful damage to a football, to a Tommy Sherrin. You just think on that, mate, while I make my decision. See, Timsy, that's what it's all about. Conciliation with firmness. Best sort of policing.
Dash!
Mount Thomas 908 to VKC. We need an ambulance immediately.
Boss, they found Blanche Moore.
Where?
At home, unconscious.
They found her.
This missing woman...
Blanche Moore, yeah.
Well, she isn't Blanche Moore.
Of course she's Blanche Moore. She was found in Moore's house, wasn't she? Despite everyone's attempts to convince me there was no one there.
Her name is Bernadette Halloran, and she's epileptic. She went away on holidays, she forgot to take her medication, she came back, had a seizure and fell into a coma.
Schultz, in here.
Come on, Timsy.
I've just been told that the woman in the hospital is Bernadette Halloran. So who the hell is Blanche Moore?
Blanche Moore.
Yeah, Blanche Moore. Blanche Moore.
Well, she's nobody. She doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
I made her up.
Excuse me? What do you think you're doing?
Nothing.
Tony?
Hey, it's not mine.
Oh, right.
It's Nick's.
Well, anyway, it's no business of yours to go sneaking through other people's lockers.
How well do you actually know Schultz?
Come look at that. Oh, no. No, it's not Nick's.
What?
It's not his size.
What on earth made you do such a thing?
You see, be creative. Take a look at something's happening out
I didn't mean that. We're going to have to find her before the two Dons get back.
All right. There's another thing. Timsy, he thinks I'm having an affair with Blanche Moore.
Dons aren't back yet, that's something. Where's Tim's?
Gone.
Not to the hospital.
No, to the pub.
He asked us where he might find Leila Clegg.
You told him?
Yeah, well, we're supposed to be cooperating, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Well, no.
No, Schultz!
If this whole thing gets into the Gazette...
What's going on?
Blanche Moore does not exist.
You're kidding.
Schultz made her up so that we'd look busy.
No, but that doesn't make sense because Leila Clegg knows who she is. Yeah, and what about the bake-off?
The important thing is that as far as we're concerned, and as far as the review team is concerned, Blanche Moore has been... Good news!
Ah, Nicky.
You haven't been taking up too much of Mr. Tim's time, have you?
Oh,
Have you?
we just got started.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a shame, love. I'm going to have to take Mr. Tim's away from me. Come on, Tony, let's hit the road.
Yeah, I think I got all I need here.
Good on you.
Blanche?
We actually thought she was lost, but as it turned out, she was in the house the whole time.
Not all the time, boss. Well, not the first time. She came back in between.
Thank you, Cooper. I'm telling the story, and it appears that she had an epileptic fit, and because she'd come back from the holidays early, well, nobody actually knew she was there, so it's a good thing our people came along.
Several times.
Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. You've got to treat all these things at face value.
That's certainly our approach, isn't it, Don?
Absolutely, Don.
It's too good a story. I mean, Senior Constable Schultz, champion sponge maker. It is beautiful.
I'm finished here. I'll have to apply for a transfer.
You should be proud, Blanche.
Don't call me Blanche, Leila. Don't call me Blanche, please.
Look, Nick, the readers will love it. My editor's going to love it. I tell you what, I could put this on a wire service. It could go national. It's fantastic.
Oh, terrific. That's just what I want, you know.
Stop it, Nick. I think it's wonderful. Everybody should know how talented you are. Why should you have to hide?
Look, thanks very much, Leila. Thank you. Now, Tony, Timsy, you're on. We're mates, aren't we?
Of course we're mates. We are.
Then pull it.
No, look, mate, think about this. This could be good not only for you. This could be good for the whole image of the Mount Thomas Police. Fair dinkum.
Oh, it'll be great, mate. I won't even be able to walk down the street.
Look, fair dinkum, I thought I didn't have a story here, but this has turned out to be an absolute corker.
I'm finished. I'm finished.
Oh, dear. I actually thought you were having an affair with that woman, eh? Blanche Moore. That's good. Oh, don't worry, mate. I won't use it in the story. You'll be right.
Forgive you,
No, come on. I respect your privacy. I do. Listen, confidentially, though. You know, man to man. Not for publication.
What?
Well, I mean, is that as far as it goes? I mean, does it stop with the sponge cakes or what?
Eh?
You know, the dressing up stuff.
PKC to Mount Thomas
What are you
208
saying,
on local. Could you
Nothing.
attend to 13
Don't worry
Watson
about it.
Street,
Look,
Mount Thomas?
Overstep the mark. None of my business, I'm sorry.
Dispute at that location. Received?
Although that negligee was pretty cute, wasn't it?
Bugger me, Timms. Get out of the bloody car.
No,
You get out.
No, wait.
Mount Thomas
Look, if there's some
208.
action happening, I want to stay. I want to see the action.
ETA 208, ETA 5 minutes. I'll give you bloody action, all right, Timms.
Hey.
Keep your bottles on your own bloody side! You bloody idiot! Why don't you get up and drop it in the head? Keep your rubbish on your own side!
I'll get moved. You get the draggies, all right? Hey.
Stay here. Stay here.
Stupid old bastard! More filth! Put it down! Put it down! You filthy mongrels! Oh, tell me this!
All right, move. It's me. It's Timsy. I'm one side. Okay. Move. Get angry. Get angry. It's
I'm
great.
in defence. Don't you know that, you mongrel?
Timsy!
I'll give you angry. Nick! Die, you bloody mongrel, you!
Come on, mate. It's all right, move.
It's all right, mate. You'll be fine. It's
God,
all
you see
over.
that? He almost killed me with that thing. He tried to brain me with it. You bastard!
Hey, Timsy.
What?
It's foam rubber, mate.
Wish every day was as quiet as this, eh?
Well, not too many of them are, Don.
Huh? Well, I think we've got all we need. Now, there's nothing official, but you get the message. You got all you need?
Yep, got it all here.
Okay, thanks, Tom.
Don?
Nice to meet you, Tom.
Don, all the best. Ah, what have you done now, Moon?
Tom, you should have seen it. It was unbelievable. There I was, about to have my brains bashed in with a baseball bat by this absolute maniac here, Schultze, right? He jumps over the fence like a bloody Olympic hurdler. Yeah. He gets him down, he disarms him. He saved my life.
So you finally got your story, Tony.
No, you're doing the job there.
Oh, come on, Nick. You were fantastic. You deserve a medal, mate. I'm serious. He deserves a medal.
Let's not go over the top, Tony. Just get him processed, will you, please?
Go on, move through, mate.
What's he going on about? I wasn't after him.
I'm serious, guys. I mean, what do I have to do? That was the recommendation. What's the Victoria Police Valour Medal thing? Form do I fill in?
Talk to Sergeant Croydon about it.
Tony, you're getting overexcited.
We'll leave you to get on with it, Tom.
Yeah, righto.
Tom, I'm serious. Nick Schultz is no ordinary cop. He is full of surprises.
Yeah, well, can we just leave it? I've had enough surprises for
you guys
one
don't.
day.
You guys don't realise it, do you? There's a whole other side to Nick Schultz that you know nothing about.
Timsy, he has a right to privacy.
What? No, look, all I'm saying is people are going to see you guys in a very different light when my story comes out. I mean it.
Tony.
Yep.
Come here, mate.
I mean it. What, mate?
Sit down.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want this to come out with the boys down the pub that you were frightened witless by an old bloke carrying a foam rubber baseball?
Hey. We agreed about that.
No, we didn't, mate. You agreed with yourself.
Well, you know, that's still a weapon.
Yeah, technically, mate. But, you know, Merv's just some old bloke who lives by himself, not too much. And you want to put him through court? And you think they'll laugh at him? Oh, mate, no. They won't be laughing at him. They'll be laughing at you. Because people love a good joke. They love reading about it, they love writing about it. You ever noticed that? And I can promise you this, Timsy. I'm going to make you look very silly. Nearly as silly as me.
Nick, I've got a story to write.
Oh, come on, mate. You'll think of something, mate.
Pip. Nick, it's me.
Timsy, how you doing, buddy?
G'day, mate. Listen, that's for you. To say thanks for today.
Oh, mate, that's very decent of you.
No, I mean it. Thanks a lot.
Very decent.
And listen, I thought I'd drop this by. That's the story. I think you want to see it before it goes to press. And don't worry, there's not a mention of the sponge cake in there, OK?
Ah, good on you, mate.
Or the other thing.
Yes, well, there was never any other thing, was there?
Mm-hmm. And I told Leela Clegg that if she mentions sponge cakes to anyone, she'll never get another drink out of me, all right?
All right, good.
Well, I'll leave you to it then, eh?
OK, mate.
Night-night.
Night-night.
Clarence.
No, mate.
Oh. All right, cut the meat, let's go.
Remember, Adzo, the Italian sausages are mine, mate.
Yeah, Timsy. Lucky not allowed to drive with that lot.
I'm not off on me, although I do reckon I deserve a bit of a drink tonight. After all, I was almost killed this afternoon. OK, well, I thought it was real. It looked real to me.
Take it you won't be pressing charges against Merv, then?
No, I suppose it won't.
Don't worry, mate. We'll keep it to ourselves. Thanks.
All right, are we going?
Yes, of course we are.
No, not until you tell us what the review team said.
Go on, fess up. They must have given you some indication.
Come on, boss. We're losing someone, are we?
No.
Yay!
So everything stays the same?
No. Word is we're going to be upgraded.
Which means that we're going to get a senior sergeant.
That's right.
Which will be you.
Oh, if I don't get killed in the rush.
Nah, you'll get it.
Maybe. Come on, let's just get going, eh? See you later.
Watch your back with that, all right?
Well, that was fantastic.
You like that? The secret is the old extra virgin olive oil. It brings out the flavour. That sort of stuff. Now, would you like some dessert?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, man.
Hey,
Did you make this as well?
Certainly did.
Will you marry me?
Oh, well, you better taste it first. It might be poisoned.
When
Here's
did
the
you
fingers.
get the chance to make all of this stuff, Nick?
Oh, well, you know, you got to make time for the things you love.
Oh, God, that's amazing. You're a genius.
Yeah, thanks. There you go. Look, just a little present for you.
What's this?
Oh, you know.
Wow. Well, nobody has ever given me anything quite like that before.
Well, I mean, if you don't like it, I'll take
No,
the bloody
no,
thing.
no, 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 no. I love it. It's really sweet. Thank you. So what's all this in aid of?
Oh, hang on, it's your birthday.
It's not. It's not my birthday.
Yes, it is. It's the 10th. It's the 10th.
It's next month.
Oh. All right.
Well, you know, I guess, the question is, whether you're going to make me wait for a month or whether I get my present now.